Welcome back to Suladan Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we took Bastilla and Mission for a walk. And then went into the desert again. And got sand people clothes! That's Bastilla, by the way. I would much rather have brought Jolie, but here we are. Anyway, skeleton, turrets. The turrets aren't shooting me because they apparently work off smell, and I smell of sand people. Oh, sand people! Hello, sand person. The sand people warriors obviously recognized you and is astounded that you were here. Your disguise may have allowed you to pass the turrets outside, but it's ineffective at close range.
Interjection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something.
I want to ask why you can understand him, but quickly tell him we're not a threat.
Translation. Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders.
Apologize for being here, say we want peace.
Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call.
Run, sudden random footloose. Although you can't seem to understand him, his tone is obvious. He clearly despises all outsiders.
Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master.
Why are you able to speak to them when I can't?
Extrapolation. I understand that you are force-sensitive, Master, but I lack sufficient knowledge to make an accurate assumption. Hypothesis. Perhaps your ability does not take the place of actual language study when the subject is out of the ordinary. Or perhaps the Sand People confuse your ability because they actively refuse to communicate with most outsiders. I have no data on this, sadly.
Actually, that's a valid question. Like, if... Anyway, tell him we want a peaceful solution.
Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master?
That is not how we show good faith. Ask what it is that he wants.
Translation.
Bastilla, why are you in your underwear? I didn't ask for this.
Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners.
The attacks must stop altogether. I mean, I need to... But, I mean, if he can... If he can agree to that, I'll get him as many evaporators as he wants. Also, it's a fun word, evaporator.
Translation. Translation. He says that will never happen, Master. Ignorant outsiders continually desecrate their most reverential customs. This will always demand a response, an attitude I can respect.
Fair enough.
From his perspective, a reduction is already a large step. It is doubtful you will get agreement on much more than that.
Fair enough. We will get his evaporators.
Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the evaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
Okay. Loading screen. Bastille, put some clothes on, my goodness. Good gracious. Well, I guess I'm wearing the Jedi Master robe now. Am I a Jedi Master now? Is that how this works? Hello, sand people. I peacefully run this. Well, actually, wait, landmine. Why are there so many landmines in the desert? Landmine? You've been here a while, buddy. You look like you just got out of Dark Souls. That's a hollow if I've ever seen one. Hello, banthas. I want to look at you. Lizard buffalo things. Very large mouths. Look at that. Big mouth. Big mouth. I think we left this away. Was this the... I don't know where the entrance was. I think it was over here. That's where the map stops. Was it inside of here? It was! Aha! The coding behind that is intriguing. I like that they've stopped attacking me.
Yes?
Ready!
You know, I'd really like to just, walk as him, but he's slow. He's slow because he don't have night speed. Somehow having night speed allow... Well, okay, I guess they're not actually... Yes, they are faster. So night speed clearly affects your entire party, and yet it only works if you're controlling your character. Okay. We'll just roll with that. We'll just pretend that makes sense. We're going back to the city either way. Man, I'm squinting a lot. This desert sun is just so bright. There we go. I do also just like, little details like this, like having a stack of crates. It's an older game. It's almost 20 years old, so it's really nice to see just how much attention to detail and just little, environmental things that were put into the game. I know a lot of games that don't do that even today, so, I just really like to applaud it. I guess let's go talk to Izzes. He's not going to be happy. Speak to me for another time. What do you want? I've asked the task of you and wait for your action. Those of Jawa remain with people of the sand, slaves under Whip and Gaffy. Will you help to find? I'll check it out when I leave the city. I may have forgotten to mention that to the chieftain. I mean, I didn't forget to mention it, I just didn't get a chance. Also, yeah, the circuit people ain't gonna be happy when I tell them this, are they? Where can I steal some evaporators from? I'll buy them. I will give you 5 credits for a dozen evaporators. That's fair, right? High-tech machinery, pocket change. Perfect.
Greetings again from the office.
I have to go. You again. You want to buy something? If not, go bother the offices. What do you have available? Do you have evaporators? Was there something specific you're looking for? You seem like you were looking for unique things. Do you have moisture evaporators? I may, but that is not something I usually sell to spacers. You don't look like a moisture farmer. What do you want them for? To exchange with the Sand People to stop their attacks. Aha, exactly the kind of appeasement that Circuit Corporation doesn't support in their facilities. I like it. Well, I have 2 of the finest evaporators the Circuit Corporation produces. Of course, they only produce 1 model right now. Price is 400 credits for the pair. I won't break them up. They function best when linked together. I will take it. Fine. I assume you'll be able to handle the deployment. They're surprisingly light. I didn't see the other part, but sure. Thank you. Is that all you have? Because I'd really like to have brought a few dozen of them. He's like, you wanted evaporators? Here, I brought a truckload of them. Let's just load up the whole sand crawler with nothing but evaporators and show up at the Sand People's doorstep. They raise their weapons, they think we're invading, and we just open the door and like, here you go. There's enough evaporators to turn this planet into an ocean. Also, that water has to come from somewhere. It's a desert. Why is it humid? I mean, technically, could it be... is it dragging moisture from the upper atmosphere? I don't know. Let's go back to the cantina. I think it's over here. Yes, it's right here. It's not that far. We're still going to it anyway. Hello, Ronto. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to Bastilla? Maybe HK-47 wants to talk to Bastilla. Probably not, but... Oh, yeah. Where's your leader? Hit the walls. Yeah, no, we've already talked to you. Well, Bastille! Bastille, you have disappointed me. Oh well, I'll just let you tag along until you figure out you want to talk some more. Yeah, this is why it's important to walk your companions.
Oh, good.
There you go. We'll be leaving now. Do I? Fine. I'll go swap out for a mission. Because there's a chance that I have to have her with me. I know I have to have HK-47 with me because he's my translator. So the game couldn't be designed for me to have to, to not have it. That's not what I'm looking for. Party selection. Remove. Add. There you go. There you go, mission. I would recommend you not die, though, because I know you're underleveled. For some reason, I arbitrarily decide not to level you up, so... Enjoy! What level are you? I don't know, it doesn't tell me there. It doesn't tell me there either. Level 13, level 8. Oh, because 8 and 8. Poor HK-47, he is very dark side. He's a good friend, though. We shall train him. He shall become the next Yoda. I don't know why, just for arbitrary reasons. I guess I should check my inventory and actually look at the evaporators. Can I store things? This is ridiculous. Bazak side deck. Oh yeah, side decks. I forgot that's a term I hadn't heard in what token. Oh, that. I don't remember ever killing any tax. Moisture evaporators. Devices, power of evaporators can condense moisture from the air over a long period of time. Droughts can last for centuries. In some desert worlds, this may be the only way to obtain water. Hey, fellas. Fellas! Hello? I have evaporators. I would like to talk to them, but I'm kind of spooked by them. They're gonna bite me. I'm gonna walk this way this time. I'm gonna follow the perimeter of the map. They were, you know, kind enough to give me this fancy perimeter, I may as well walk it. And then get accused by the sand people of trying to flank them, or find out this is one of their religious sites and I've just walked all over it and be very mad at me. What's in there? Is that a thing? That looks like the entrance that got me in here, it looks similar to that. Let's go. To the eastern Dune Sea, you said. Well, apparently we're going to the eastern Dune Sea. The days Dune Sea continues barren horizon, large signs. Excuse me, I'm reading. Signs of people have passed this way. The occasional stone appears to be marked a path, but the logic of how they are placed is indecipherable to an outsider. Okay, so yeah, can't go that way until the sand people give me their approval. And then I will magically know how to translate their rocks. That's how language works. You get them to shake your hand and suddenly you can read rocks. Also, debris. Unclickable debris. The most disappointing kind of debris there is. It's the empty treasure chest of debris. Hello, sand people. I come from this way today. And I found a landmine. I'm sure they're smart enough to know how to drop a landmine in the sand and, make sure it's facing up. Nothing quite like putting a landmine face down and accidentally blowing your face off. Because the button's on the top of it. Oh, okay. Even through the layers of rapids, you can tell the Sand People Warrior is disgusted by your presence among his people.
This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us.
Tell him we have the moisture converters.
Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do.
Hooray! You can read anything in the Sand People Chieftain's emotions. It seems he's surprised you returned. Excuse me.
Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators.
Tell him that we have the evaporators. Telling him the deal is off unless the attack stops is a good way to incite war, so...
Translation.
Why are you so close to me?
Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death.
I have a few questions for him.
Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask.
I would like information on Sand People culture, actually. That's a good question.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry.
I'm gonna upset him so badly. Will you tell me the history of your clan?
Translation. Translation. He says that he will not, Master. There is one storyteller in each clan, and only he may recite the histories.
Fair enough. Can we meet the storyteller?
Translation. Translation. He says that you don't understand. They must never be told to someone who might say them incorrectly out of ignorance. Translation. To speak them in error is a blasphemy punishable by death. Only their greatest warriors are even permitted to listen to the tales.
Oh my goodness. Asking how to prove that you're worthy... I think at this point I really am risking offending him, but how could I prove I am a worthy warrior? I don't think outsiders get to do that.
Translation.
He's going to kill me now.
Translation. He doesn't know, Master. His people usually kill outsiders. Since you are an outsider yourself, that would not suffice. Translation. The greatest challenge for a warrior is to face a great dragon, the largest predator on Tatooine. Fight one of those, and bring back a dragon pearl. Discussed. I think he's making fun of you, Master. He doesn't believe an outsider could do such a thing.
Well, let's prove him wrong, then. Also, what is a dragon pearl?
Translation.
I thought you would know. Okay.
Translation. Stones polished in the gullet of the beast. Apparently they are valuable items.
Where could I find a crate dragon, you're going to say, to that area that I couldn't go before, right?
Translation. Translation. There is a dragon in the far eastern Dune Sea, but he claims you could never defeat it. Here is a map to the area. Translation. There is a hunter, a Twi'lek, that is sometimes seen out there. Perhaps he would be of some help.
Okay, why are they so hostile to outsiders? And I know the answer to this, because the outsiders are, from their perspective, basically trespassing and not being respectful of the things that they consider to be sacred, because, the outsiders are doing it in ignorance, but still. That's probably what they're going to say.
Translation. Translation. He says that the fact that you have to ask, this is just one more example of your ignorance as an outsider, Master. He says you are blind. Translation. His people believe they are part of the land, living with it. You and your kind dare to raise yourself above it. You remove yourself. Translation. That act of removal makes you an outsider, separate from all that is important. You could never understand how unwelcome you are.
What do you mean, raise myself above the land? Self-explanatory, but let's ask it anyway.
Translation. Translation. He says that outsiders use machines to convey them and to make their lives easier. This severs a connection with the land. Translation. Connection to the soil must be made through flesh. A sacred animal is the only external tool to be used.
I'm really tempted to ask about the evaporator thing. And the being completely covered part. Ask why you bargain for evaporators if they're unnatural.
Translation.
I'm about to get attacked.
Translation. He says that the use of these blasphemous things will only be tolerated because outsider interference has forced it upon them. Translation. If your kind had not come here, he would not have to defend their ways or their land.
Okay, fair point. How does it have contact with the land if you're completely covered?
Translation. Translation. He says that the robes are sacred, Master, and you would not understand. Sand people are never uncovered outside of the most private moments.
I want to say the not even in death part, but not even in death?
Translation. Translation. Never. That is their way, Master.
Yeah, this one's gonna get me killed. I apologize for previously unwrapping his warriors.
Protocol. Is that wise, Master? They may have assumed that the disguises you used were replicas instead of being taken off their dead.
Oh, I'm about to die for the sake of curiosity.
Translation. Translation. The result is predictable. You have desecrated their dead. Happily, it seems the piece is over. It is time to kill.
Reload! Please tell me you auto-saved. 26-1. Nope. I'll admit, I kind of was holding out hopes that there was a slight chance that if I told him respectfully that he would be, like, offended, but then you have shown respect by apologize, I was hoping maybe it would... it was a long shot, I know. I've seen enough games, deal with the long shot being the right answer, so I just kind of went with it and hoped. Also, why would you ever disable the mine when you can recover it? Maybe disabling it has a higher success chance. Maybe if you have a low demolition skill, disabling it is the best you can do. Hi. He ignores you. It seems that your presence here is a barely tolerated event. In other words, he really, 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 really wants to kill me. Okay, I'm gonna jump back to where we are. I'd like to go back to my other questions. Actually, you know what? Since I'm gonna tell the droid that, and then I'm gonna back off.
Protocol.
There we go. I'll go back to my other questions.
Protocol. We should not keep him long. It is an insult to take too much of his time. Unless the plan is to blast him when you are done, of course.
Ask about the captives.
Clarification. We must be more specific, Master. They capture many organics.
I need to ask about both. Ask if he knows about the Jawas Isis told us about. Let's go in order.
Translation. Translation. He says that the captive Jawas are slaves and that they have lived past their usefulness. You may take them if you wish.
Sure, okay. Do you know about Mission's brother Griff?
Translation. Translation. He says that by his very presence, this Griff defiles their home and land. He is without any semblance of usefulness to them.
Yep, that would be Griff.
Extrapolation. I would assume we are free to take him. It is doubtful they will even waste the effort to kill him. Perhaps we could do it, Master.
Do you mean we could kill him or we could take him? Because, you know, coming from you, I am unsure. We can take him. I'm going to tell you that now because if I say yes, you're going to think I can kill him. I mean, well, you're going to think you can kill him and you'll get all excitable. Oh, star map. Other questions?
Protocol. We should not keep him...
Okay. Star map.
Translation.
It's probably going to be their most sacred relic, and they're going to shoot me or kill me just for mentioning
Translation. He says that you already have a map to the Eastern Dune Sea, where we will find the star map. Translation. His people found it, but didn't scavenge it because a crate dragon took up residence in the excavation.
it. Okay, tell him farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Okay, then. Where do I find the Jawas? Oh, my dear good. Can I talk to you people? I would recommend not looting their containers. You have a different mask, and that fascinates me. Okay, I get it. Oh, that's right. They said I'm free to explore the compound. A rag pile. Can I loot it? Bantha food. Congratulations, we have food. I really want to loot the containers, but I don't want to die. Rubble. It's rubble. They won't mind. Broken droid. Motion sensors. It's a medium refuse pile. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I just looted the chieftain's personal stash, but... Hi, Griff, what are you doing in here? How is that wooden door secure? I guess because you'll die if you leave.
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Oh, well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know. I always meant to go back to Taurus just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
It would have been so nice if I could have brought Zalbar, but I had to have the droid with me. Because Zalbar probably would have killed him. Anyway, the Sand People said you can go. We're on to Anchorhead.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
Yes, telling you she'll cool... I mean, telling her that she'll cool down is gonna make her cool down, yeah. Now what, Griff?
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
Sorry, I don't have any to spare.
Huh. I guess you've been talking to Lena, too. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to get by without your credits. I always do. Besides, I've already got a job lined up for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zircus supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Oh no, she's going to kill him. You saw that? She... Mission, no. Oh good, she missed. Oh good. Anyway, Jawas. Oh, Jawas. Hello, Jawa friends. You are not the ghostly giants that hold us trapped, the people of sand. You are from the old city new. Hisses must have sent your coming. Are you a rescuer? You must be. The sand people said you can go. Run to Anchorhead. There are thanks you must have. The Jawas under Isis will reward and trade. Find him and you will see. Isis will wait by the walls of your city that open to the sand. He'll trade fair. Thank you. Bye, little Jawa friends. Hi. Can you let me past? I know you don't want to tolerate my presence here, but if you block me, I'll be here longer. Trying to leave. How do leave? Oh my goodness. Okay. Captives. Exit. And part of map I haven't uncovered that must be dealt with. Ooh, that would have been bad if he translated my pointing at him like that as an aggressive action or something. Hi. You know what? The locked bins I'm gonna leave be, because if Elder Scrolls taught me anything, don't pickpocket. I mean, don't lockpick containers that people are watching. Okay, we're leaving now. Did I loot this corpse? I did. Okay. Oh, another mine. I'm gonna find out that the only way for Griff to survive is if if I had picked up every single landmine or something. It's like I'm gonna find just a dead body out here, and it's like, oops, he found a landmine. Just whoops. I'm kind of gonna wander through this middle area. Perfect circle on my map. Oops. I don't know. I don't think that's Griff, because that guy was green, but he may have just been laying here for a while and turned green, as one might do when left out in the, well, not necessarily when left out in the sun, but when decaying. I need to go back to the city because I need to get Mission out of my team right now. Nothing against her, but she's not the strongest teammate. Where am I? I just want to go back to town. There's a line there. What is that? What is it? It's a thing. Unlootable debris. I presume that means, realistically, that the debris just contains nothing useful for me, and therefore, it's not wasting my time making me click it. Where's Droid Friend? There is Droid Friend. Droid Friend! Hurry! Hurry, Droid Friend! Hurry! There you go. I heard spookum sounds. Tedious is the running of back to town and back. Even with night speed, it's tedious. It really would be nice if, like, the base night speed's 200% run speed, and then as it levels up, it goes to 300 and 400, so that throughout the game, as these areas get larger, well, presumably larger, it may just be because I'm in a desert, that you'd have more convenience, but it would also make the ability too powerful, and then it's one of those you have to have it abilities, which kind of messes with the ability in game design for there to be variety of builds and other issues. Move speed is a powerful tool because, you know, impatience. Oh, is. You of your kind. Is this of... Oh, thank you for what you has done. Mine have returned because of you. It is as was agreed, as is as hoped it was. I have things to give you. Something, and take and be welcome. I'm looking for something called a star map. Can you help? You have saved the tribe of Izzes, and we of Jawa are willing to trade. I know of this, but it is far away. In the sands of the east, the desert eastern dune sea, we dig for the people of sand and find this strange thing out of the people that came before. Already do you have a map for the eastern dunes. Follow it and you will find what you need in the lair of the dragon. Thank you. Goodbye. You are a good friend of the Jawas. We will remember when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. Hooray! Also mission! You're going back into the ship. Bye, mission. I guess I should take Bastilla with me because I still need her to befriend me enough to do the talk. I could turn in the Chief's Gaffy for a reward, but he gave it to me as a symbol of, like, peace and friendship and all, so I don't want to. Oh, back out in the desert we go. Hey, buddy.
Oh, it's good, huh?
I mean, I could go back to the Zerka place and see if she recognizes that Griff is back. But instead, I'm going to run in a straight line and try to jump cut to the Eastern Dune Sea, where we will probably pause because this episode has run somewhat long. Okay, we're here. Just what mysteries does the Eastern Dune Sea hold for us? A dragon. Where have you been? We already know there's a dragon waiting for us there, so why are you asking me what mysteries await us there? But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.